Alright, what's happening, guys? So I kind of just want to make a quick, probably, little video on the patch, my general thoughts, and I don't know, pretty much it. Not really much else to say regarding that, just kind of my thoughts on the patch. So, it's a classic Iron Mace patch in every aspect of the word. There is duping, we have unfinished content, things just don't work. There's a shit ton of stuff that used to work that now does not work. Just actually, literally moments before this, I was looking at Life After Death. The passive is bugged. You can swap it on and swap it off. Like if you the passive gets activated and you swap the weapon off and re-equip it, it automatically just restores the passive, which is only supposed to be used once a run. So you can pretty much be immortal as long as you swap back and forth. So that happened. There's a dupe. If pretty much if you put down a campfire, the lobbies just crash and it resets everybody to how they were before. Like, and it doesn't even work all the time. It's inconsistent. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. No one knows. The stuff they added is very whatever. Like, we all knew this. The thing is, it's like people are gonna sound on this as like, oh, you're just like bitching about like the patch, which is, yeah, it's kind of true. But like part of it is things I'm all for, like them adding content, right? Like the ice map, I think it's cool. Where's it at? Where's the ice map? I think the ice map is cool. I like it. I think it definitely has, fuck, it just swapped. Excuse me, it definitely has potential. It could be a very cool map when it's finished. However, there are some very obvious issues with it right now. One, I don't think there's any portals that spawn on it, which is kind of strange. I could be wrong about that. I think it's only static extracts, which is like not the worst. However, the problem is, like, let's say, for example, like, unless there's a way of knowing statics are gone before you ever get to them. So how the map works is there's no zone on it. There's like a freeze meter. So eventually you get too cold and you'll die at the end. But the thing is, like, the map is so big because it's a 5x5, so it's 25 modules. It's a 5x5, so you have to move all the way across the map to get to a static, especially if your team moves to a team static. I don't even know if they're like you can take them or not. I don't even know if it's like they're all gone. I mean, as long as they respawn, like multiple teams can take the statics, it's fine. But the problem is you have to move all the way across a map for these portals, and you get there, and there's a chance it's not even there, and then you just fucking die. And it's like, huh? Like what do I, like, okay, well, like that's unlucky. And then not to mention, I mean, I get this is designed as a trios map, but the mob density is insane. There's like 30 mobs every single room. You step into a room, you have 5 kobolds running at you. Like 3 archers, 2 melees, and it's just like, what the fuck? Like, I just stepped out of my spawn and I'm getting jumped by 6 mobs. There's elites in like every other room. So like the difficulty of this map is definitely significantly higher than all of the other maps. It's really strange. And then another thing. This is the thing I've been saying for the longest time, and now that we have 3 maps again, it's back to being awful. Map rotation should not exist. Map rotation is horrible. I don't know why we have it, but map rotation should not exist in this game. So now, if I 30 minutes of the day, let's say I only want to play trios, right? Let's say I only want to play trios. One, I can play Goblin Caves, which is incredibly laggy on almost every module. It's still a bad map because, yes, did they make it bigger? However, only some parts are bigger. There's still a bunch of old modules that no one wants to fight on that's awful and just feels like shit. So that's 30 minutes. I don't want to play Goblin Caves. I'm playing Trios. Okay, now we have the Frost Mountain for 30 minutes. So that's 30 minutes I am forced to play an unfinished map that's incredibly not polished. I lag constantly on it, and I can't play. So now I have 30 minutes out of an hour and a half that I can play one map I want to play, which is Ruins. And Ruins, hell, it's like 10 minutes of PvP, and then it's like 10 minutes of Crypts where you have no PvP because everybody's already dead on Ruins, and then another 10 minutes on Hell, where there's definitely nobody, because if there was anybody that made it from the Ruins, they died in Crypts. Because there's like one team most. So just overall, the map rotation just makes it feel really bad. And this is the case for literally every single player. Like solos players, duos players, doesn't matter what you play. You're at worst, you can, or no, at best, there's one map you don't want to play, because there's no way in any hell there's anyone that wants to play Frost Mountain right now with how laggy it is. This shit just feels unplayable. But other than that, bitching about the maps and everything, like I said, I do think it will be cool when it's finished. It just isn't right now, and I don't know when it will be. Other very, very giant issues. The Golem on Ruins to change tower meta. I mean, it's okay. The only thing it does is it makes it a little bit riskier to kill the Golem and go up there. However, if you have something that can kill the golem, like, you know, you can just kite it back to where it's a bit safer, or you kill it really fast, it doesn't matter. You just go right back up there, and now we're back in a spot where we're sitting there. Ruin still has the biggest issue of it's a really, really big third-party fest. It's like, oh, I fight a team, bam, another team showed up. Oh, fight a team here, another team showed up. And that happens constantly. Rat rogues are still insufferable on this map. The double jump changes are pretty much irrelevant from what I can tell. You can still double jump across like every single module in like the corners and stuff. Like, okay, maybe they can't get to like one or two places they used to. It doesn't matter. They still run directly up to a body, drop a smoke pot on it, loot it, and run away. Like, it doesn't matter if they can double jump because it's instantly open a door and then close it, and they're gone. They're at the next door, open and closing before I can even open mine. Like, smoke pot rogues are still completely impossible to like try to deal with, especially when there's like 7 of them. I watched a team earlier that was getting ran, like a bard of the viola literally got mobbed by like 7 nakeds and he died. And then like 3 more rats showed up to try to steal the shit. And we had to like kill every single thing there and like chase down all the rats to get all the gear. It's actually unplayable. It's ridiculous. But outside of that, we have a really bad dupe bug. So there's like a 50% chance if you load into a lobby, somebody's going to crash it trying to dupe. So you can't even actually play the game if you want to, which, you know, sucks. Other than that, we didn't really even get anything big. The marketplace didn't come out like they said because they said they weren't done testing it. All we really got was an unfinished map that is incredibly hard to play on because of how laggy it is. We got Demon Form for Warlock, which is cool. I haven't tested it yet. I'm pretty sure it's going to be broken. Most people say it's bad, but I'm like 99% sure that shit's going to be beyond OP because it looks OP. And like, what else do we get? That's it? Like, Demon Form to like a new spell for Warlock and then an unfinished map? That all? I mean, don't know. I'm actually going to pull up the announcements. Is that like actually all we got? I actually don't even know. I'm pretty sure it is. Let me pull up the announcements just to be sure. Okay, well, they are rolling back everything. So they are rolling back everything, so that makes sense. Everybody knew that. But like, let's see. Like, I mean, they like slight barb nerf. Herbs can be stacked. They like change some artifacts, which is like whatever. I mean, we got new artifacts. Like, you know, we got like the wizard weapons and the buckler. I don't care about those. New weapon. I mean, clubs. The club is pretty much almost identical to the Warhammer. Barb nerf, barb buff. I mean, like, this patch didn't really bring anything. I don't understand how this is like. I mean, unless there's like a new big content patch coming like shortly after, and this wasn't it. I mean, this says early access patch 3. Like, this just doesn't feel like enough to me. Like, I don't even like. How do you even call this a content patch? I feel like we got hardly anything. Like, one half-finished map, like that's like that should be like, that's like a, that is not something that you could put in a content patch unless whenever leaderboards ends in like 3 weeks, unless we get another like huge patch then, or we get one before then. I just don't know. Like, it's just kind of like, it's kind of sad. It's like, what, like, why is that like all I got? Like, you know, it's strange. It's really, really, really weird that that is all that they're giving us, and it feels like shit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm making another video about Dungeon Born, which is another game that's coming out. It's having its test tomorrow on the 2nd. I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm probably not gonna play much Dark and Darker at all for the next week, 2 weeks maybe. I mean, I'll probably play a bit, but my desire to play this game right now is very, very low. For one, I think the wipe has been way too long. I think 3 months for a wipe, like especially given early access, I think 3 months is way too long. I think 2 months would have been ideal because that lets pretty much all, like, you know, the top players do everything. They try everything. They use all their names. They get everything. They have their fun with the game. Casual players pretty much get to experience most of the content. And if they don't experience the content in 2 months, I guarantee you they aren't going to experience it in 3 months. It's not going to change much. All this does is just makes the game start feeling stale and makes players not want to play and just start looking forward to the next wipe. Because that's where I think most people are at. Most people just don't really want to play it right now. It's just kind of how it is. Other than that, the patch is just like mid. Like, I'm just going to be completely honest. This is like the most Iron Mace patch of all time. Like, I don't really know another way to say it. This is just like the most generic Iron Mace patch I have ever seen in my life. There's pretty much nothing spectacular. There's nothing about this patch I'm like, oh yeah, this is so good. I love this. All of it's just like, the good stuff's like, I mean, yeah, that's okay, and the bad stuff is very, very big, which is normally how it is. It's very rare that they make a patch where it's like, okay, this is huge, and like, oh, everybody loves this. It's more often like, okay, like the stuff they do is stuff that's taken so long that people are just like, yeah, like it's about time that happened, right? Like the marketplace. We've been wanting this marketplace forever. We still didn't even get it this patch. So when it finally comes, like, in a few weeks, everybody's gonna be like, okay, like thank God. Like it's not gonna be like, oh yeah, marketplace, we love this. It's gonna be like, it's about time it's out. Like. They're missing so many just small things that could make this game infinitely better. And I just don't understand. Like, it's the changes they make just don't even feel like meaningful, right? Like I feel like I don't even like see them. Like they added usable ladders to the Bandit Forest module in High Roller Ruins. I haven't even seen those. I played Ruins like all night. I didn't even see those. It's just weird. I feel like we just need more. And I'm not asking them to give us the world. I'm just asking them to give us some stuff to do. Like make the game, like make me want to play this game. That should not be that hard. And this is one of the reasons why Arena is the thing I want so much. If they have Arena, I can hop on, I can PvP in Arena, I can have a great time and not have to worry about all the stupid shit that happens in the normal like looter game mode, like all these rat rogues or stream snipers, any of that stupid shit. I don't have to worry about that. I can just go PvP, have a good time. But anyways, that's something entirely different. This is pretty much just me bitching about the patch. But overall, this patch is ass. If you guys enjoyed it, happy for you. If you didn't, yep, that checks out. But hopefully, we get a new big patch soon. That's, brings the marketplace, especially the marketplace, one of the things I'm most excited for. And generally, I'm just ready for the next wipe. I'm very excited for the next wipe. I'm sure it's going to be a ton of fun. Because starting off is always super fun. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. And if you enjoyed, feel free to like and subscribe. And if not, oh well, that's life. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.